Oh, hello everyone. So, DireRolls again. It's summer. It's great. And we've missed each other, and I am totally going to DM with these glasses on because apparently my poker face is terrible. So I think, having serious conversations with these glasses on would be so much better. But anyways, I think we need a recap of what happened last time, especially for you guys as well. And I've written a recap based on someone else's notes. It was great. So much easier. So, whoa, that went loud and suddenly.
Okay.
Yeah, no, something went super loud for me. Anyways, last time, after having had a conversation with Wilhelmina's sister, Emily, or Emmy, I mean, Amelia, yeah, Emmy, Lux realizes that she still has the key in her possession, and, one to be consistent, she runs back inside and drops it up with one of the Knoll children in the bakery. This boy gives Lux some pastries before she leaves, and the entire party takes a rest on a bench, eating pastries and discussing their plans in the sunshine of the Thirst Fields. First on their list was trying to find a blacksmith, which caused them to have an interesting conversation with a Knoll blacksmith named Nog Scourgehook. They realized that he's quite talented, but without a teacher. Nog was also happy to tell them about a woman with 2 swords being sighted at the tavern, and where they could find the Elderman's house. At the Elderman's house, they conversed and found out that the sightings of the monster started when Sheila Ferndale went psychotic a month ago, killing her entire family before being killed by her own father out of self-defense. Rogette is missing for about a month now, and Ernst Ziegler is also missing. So is the tavern owner. They find out that the elder man is in some way withholding information about the brown powder they found on the body of the werewolf in the woods, but hinted to the party to check out the tavern. At the Elderman's home, they were given room and board and went into town to purchase some healer kits for Aldwin. They started their investigation outside of the tavern, and they took their sweet time. There, they found more evidence of a creature crawling its way out of the tavern. And inside, the group then awkwardly stood near the door for what seemed like minutes, with everyone, 2 patrons and a barmaid, looking at them uncomfortably. Before Alduin finally went over to the swordswoman and found out that she was a blood cleric by the name of Madeline Hildebrand, with my absolutely atrocious variation of a German accent. She was sent to solve the werewolf problem in Thirstfield, but above all, figure out why and how these werewolves came to be. The party is still gathered around a table in the Thirsty Field Tavern, as the late afternoon is slowly coming to a close, and dinners are being made all over town. You all grow hungry yourselves as well, and you're discussing your plans on how and what you are going to do next.
So, silver, fire, hidey hole. What else?
You are not having any sound, Aldwin.
The antidote. Lycanthropy.
Yes.
Also, it needs. Some silver weapons and ammo.
Wolfsbane potion, you mean? I can tell you the recipe if you want right now. Well, first, we need aconite. It's a wolfsbane herb.
Aquanite?
Aconite, or wolfsbane, which is in the common tongue here in Taldore.
That's highly poisonous.
It is very much so. That's why only a very skilled alchemist should be able to make these. But since your friend here and, me, I am actually quite an accomplished alchemist myself, but your friend here is, I believe, a mutant and quite familiar with the concoctions he makes for himself. I would trust him with his recipe. Apart from that, you need black quicksilver pulverized. Do not worry about procuring that. I brought it with me. And giant moonwort. It's a tiny plant with larger, palm-sized leaves. It often grows near wheat fields. And you need myrrh, pickled in caro spider ichor. Not in itself at all illegal, but this particular preparation is only used in wolfsbane potion. I also brought this with me. The wolfsbane and giant moonwort are the only ingredients that need to be picked fresh.
By the general herb found in the forest.
Could you speak up louder? I cannot hear you.
Wolfsbane is a herb that is generally found around forests.
Like, seriously, louder.
I'm being quiet?
No,
not for me.
Alright. Wolfsbane is an herb generally found around forests.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
you say it again?
Is it working now?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Wolfsbane is found near forests? Or any...
Wolfsbane is indeed found. It can't be found in forests, close to water, things like that. It is more of a, it's a weed. It's often weeded out in villages because it is indeed, as your friend Locke said, poisonous. You would not want your children to eat it, things like that. Whereas the giant moonwort just is always left out near wheat fields and the like. I think the wolfsbane would be most difficult to find. Yes. I would
How
also
much-
recommend, if you want to have the wolfsbane, to get that before nightfall. The giant moonwort, since it is in the wheat fields, you would have less of a chance to be attacked by the wolves. I believe they are in the forests at this moment.
Already encountered them.
I'm always kind of looking around me when I'm traveling through the forest.
Mhm.
Do I remember seeing any of these plants on the way here?
A retroactive perception check. Let's make a history. See how well you can remember. That's more intelligence-based check. Oh yeah, now I have to look at your roll. 8-12. You think you saw some near the river, but one of the things that you know as Lux yourself is that wolfsbane does like humid areas, and you know that they grow quite close to riverbeds and the like. You grew up in the forest, so yeah, you think you have a good idea of where to look. but you can't really remember seeing them on the way here. But you do know that you would know where to look, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? I'm just departing my information to you.
We also needed beer and some ammo for blacksmith.
I am very much able to teach the blacksmith, but I think you need to make a choice. I don't think that even if this blacksmith already knew how to make these kind of weapons or silver them, he would not be able to do it before nightfall. So make a choice.
Anyway, and I could do some serious damage without the silver.
Without silver, you will not be able to pierce the hide at all.
I'll strangle them.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something.
We also need to administer the potion, which if I remember correctly.
Yes. Honestly, if you're with your physique and your strength, I think the best tactic is for you to ult them down if we want to save these people.
Can do. No problem. I think. So that's a plan, I guess.
Start. Also, might be a good idea if we could a whole bunch of torches around. I have a choice to make if I can am going to be their attacks, or if I'm going to.
That's a choice you make yourself. Putting torches everywhere, I do not know if that is a reasonable thing to do, but we can ask the villagers. Honestly, before nightfall, I think we could divide our tasks. I will go to this blacksmith. You give me the weapon you want silvered, and we meet up there, or here at this tavern, or at one of the houses of the missing people.
Let's meet up there.
Okay, and who's? No, let's find a meeting place first then.
Yes. Which house? Because I understood from Aldwin, was it, that you know the names of the people that are missing? You have investigated this.
Let's see. People who are missing. Magnus Ziegler's son is the owner of this tavern. Is Madeline Hildebrand who dead.
I am Madeline
right or wrong?
Hildebrand.
Sorry.
Wrong name.
Sheila Ferndale.
Yes, that was a month ago.
Also, the barmaid seems ill.
She seems ill. High
Yeah.
fever.
And when you look around, you no longer see the barmaid.
Hmm.
As far as
That's
I know, currently confirmed. Agnes Ziegler's son is missing. Owner of the third tavern, probably the barmaid. Sheila Ferndale
Okay.
is supposedly dead.
Yep.
Yes. Her father is over there sleeping on this table. I had a conversation with him earlier this day.
any additional information from him?
Just confirmation of our suspicions.
Hmm.
I do know that she was a problem child. Probably was using some sort of a drug substance beforehand. Yeah, I have to say I used some magical means to get this information out of him.
We're able to
Useful
confirm
went in-
that
information.
She went into a psychotic rage, tore 4 people apart before her father killed her. She killed her mother and 3 sisters. That man over there, I wouldn't worry with him. He seems pained by the memories.
It's understandable. Right? I mean...
It's an awful thing.
So,
I think I'll
Well-
bring him with me back to the temple after we're done.
So we'll meet at... Where?
Because
That
the tavern's pretty centered on the town.
sounds like a plan.
The tavern
The tavern
sounds
is
like
around the
yes.
center of the town.
Not necessary. It's a small town. The tavern is there's nothing much is the center than the notice board is the center, and
Right.
around it all of these houses are
Yeah, it's
there.
okay. Let's just meet here at the tavern then.
Let's do. And who is going to find the plants?
Yes.
Probably Lux.
Okay. Why don't you two go and find Wolfsbane together? I will go to the blacksmith.
And
Would
then...
there be a way to barricade the doors of the tavern in case we have to? Because we're not sure how many there actually are.
Well, that is something that might be we might benefit from if one of us goes around this town and confirm the names of those who are missing. Knowing the names, we also know when we are done administering the potions. If we make too little, we need to kill one of the wolves. If we make too much, we waste time making potions.
Yeah.
I'm not a good talker, but I could join.
You may not be a good talker, but you might be intimidating enough to convince all the people of this town to put torches out and barricade themselves in.
Let's. So, Zeneman, you and I will take a stroll.
We will take a stroll around town to see.
And you'll confirm the names, and I'll just tell them to stay the F inside tonight.
Yeah,
Barricade the doors and put out torches on their houses
yeah.
or up front, whatever.
That's the idea. Yeah.
Let's say I believe that the apex of the moon is where most trouble starts. Let's meet around 10 at the tavern, so we have plenty time to make potions.
Good. Zeneman, I'm trusting you in keeping the time.
It takes an hour to make each potion.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Right.
might have to double back if we can't find enough in one go.
Certainly, yes.
What's the time right
She just leans out, looks outside of the window. I believe it's 6.
Plenty of time.
6 in the evening or 6 in the morning?
6 in the evening.
If we meet around 10, that would have time. Have no time. It may be 1.
It's we would be able to make 3. If you want more, you need to be quicker.
But I
Well, we-
believe we have
How much
3
do we need for one
suspects.
potion?
Have 3
3 suspects, but if there is one more or one less. And you
mean-
also need to figure out the names of the suspects. They seem to be returning to their previous abodes, terrorizing the families that they once were part of. If we know their names, we know where they are, we know how to administer them to them.
We know the name of the tavern owner,
Yes.
right? So that's one we can cross off. And then we
Cool.
have the barmaid.
Of which we do not know where she is, and actually I I did not see her leave either. That's interesting.
Me neither.
Maybe she's in the
But-
back.
Might be. Well, regardless, she is not a problem right now, I believe. I think it is far more important getting the ingredients whilst daylight is still out.
Right.
How
Okay.
much do you need for one potion?
One plant for a potion. I need one giant moonwort. It's only the palm-sized leaves, so it's about 5 leaves per plant. So just a whole plant for one potion to administer, and one wolfsbane herb for one potion either as well. Just concentrate on the wolfsbane, bring that here to the tavern, and then afterwards, as I start up the potions, you can go out and grab moonwort. Yes.
Good.
It is the
Okay.
last ingredient to be added to the potion anyway, so for that we have more time.
Yep.
Here.
Okay, take care. And then, which weapon again? You want silvered?
Mm.
Are you sure? I thought she wanted to be the one using her strength.
Right.
Fair.
So we
I was going
might.
to be. I was going to be borrowing your sword for this fight.
Correct.
You're silvered in case of emergency.
What do your friends think of this? Everyone agree?
Yeah,
I do.
feel that would be.
Wouldn't you rather have your arrows fixed, Lux?
Well, I still have other means of defending myself.
Mm. Okay.
Definitely. You look like a woman of fate, so
I am.
well,
Madeline, was it?
Madeline.
Madeline. I like my pike very much.
Okay. I like my sword very much.
Please be careful.
Do not worry.
And I'll take out my pike, give it to her. I'm having a tough time letting my pike go.
Oh.
I'm
She
not like that.
smiles and then she says, Brion, was it? Right? My friends call me mad. And then she puts the pike in her bag.
Mad. Cool name.
And then she walks out of the tavern and goes straight to the blacksmith. Do you want to still discuss something together before you split ways?
No, I have nothing to say to the rest of the group. I think I and Brion would start going door to door. We are outside. Oh, no, we're inside the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lux,
Yeah.
you okay with this woman? Does she seem okay to you?
Yeah, she seems genuine enough. She really believes she can save these people, I think.
It's going to be a very, very, very difficult thing we're going to do tonight. It's
Well,
making me feel funny.
Funny or bad funny?
Well, I'm not very used to not being the one smashing things in a fight. And it makes me feel eerie. I'll
As
manage.
well, save some lives. If it doesn't, well, then we'll have to smash things.
I'd like that. I mean,
Well,
not in a
maybe
bad
if
way.
or maybe our new friend will be up for an unarmed battle. Who knows?
That sounds like fun too.
Maybe.
But we should really go.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Let's just move it for
let's-
now.
head out.
We have plans
Oh.
to find.
Okay. Right. Let's split the party. For the first part of this, it will be kind of like a skill challenge. You can describe to me how you want to go about helping each other find these plants, or help each other intimidate / persuade the people of this village to do what you think they should do. And then tell me what you think they should do. Depending on your decisions, the events of the night will be altered.
Okay, great.
Let's start with our herbalists.
Hey,
I think we should find the river.
you remember where it is?
I remember that these plants like wet feet. I'm not sure if I know where the river is. We did pass the river, but maybe there's one nearby here.
Want to the east. Far away. Took a day from Merkval to Thirstfield. No, more than a day.
But it's not just rivers, it's just could be
Creeks.
lakes,
Stream.
creeks, streams.
There's some streams to the south of it. I look at them.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Might be the quickest way.
South.
Okay. So, who wants to do a survival check?
Go for it.
Who wants to helm this?
I will helm it for now.
Okay. Do you want to help
Hey.
him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm just kind of pointing out, oh, those plants actually like some weather ground, so maybe we're getting a bit closer.
Following animal tracks. Animals. Look at
Very
animal tracks
clever.
to see where they're going, because they'll. So,
Oh.
because she's helping with advantage, right?
Yes, with advantage. And because you came up with a good idea, low DC. Yeah, no problem. You actually managed to find the wolf's bane in no time at all. You go outside of the village, you look upon the floor, you find these animal tracks, and just within 30 minutes, you find spots where wolf's bane is growing. However, picking them is a difficult task because they are quite poisonous, and it might be annoying to be poisoned during the evening. So how would you like to pick these poisonous plants? It's kind of like poison ivy. As soon as you grab them, ow.
Anything? Gloves? Got some clothes. Maybe I can wrap those around.
Yeah, I don't have gloves. Just some holy vestments.
Yeah, I'll just use like my extra set of clothes, like a shirt I have. I'll just like use it like as if you're using like a plastic bag to pick up dog shit.
Okay.
I use that
As
to
a s-
I use the clothes to pick
Yeah.
herbs.
As a side note, does any of you have a herbalism kit?
No, we don't. I don't.
Me neither.
Okay,
Not a healer
yeah.
kit.
So
Yeah, he just does.
So, with like a little pile of dog shit, you try and grab these plants.
Right at the stem.
I
Rifle
would
with the
like
roots.
you.
Let the wild mother guide you by the picking.
Okay, so you're also not guided. So I would like you to make a
The archers, not the wild mother. Wrong god.
Nature check?
make a Constitution saving throw.
A con save.
Yes.
Oh, it's for the. And that's what guide. Does guidance give me things on saving throws? I don't know how guidance works.
No, it's on ability checks.
Ability check.
I'll make a con check then.
A con
That's
check.
also
okay.
good. Yeah.
That's a D4 or advantage.
Yes.
The
I said two
D4.
things.
D4.
It's a D4. Okay. Sorry.
You should know. I play a cleric in your campaign that constantly casts guidance.
You are supposed to know. Can I just do plus 1d? Does this work? 1d20 plus 1d4, and then it's a con check, so
Yeah.
that's plus 2. Does this work? I don't.
Should be.
It
Yep.
worked. It's a 12.
A 12. Okay. The first wolfsbane you grab, it does sting through the cloth, but it just not manages to pierce your skin. But you have one plant.
It tingles.
Yes, but you do. It starts to. It tingles and it's not pleasant, and you have a little bit of a wake-up call that.
You should not have let my thumb slip. I will try the same thing again.
Okay. Yeah.
Try not to lick your fingers.
Wasn't planning on it.
Lap.
But
Yeah, just in case.
yeah. Are you going to guide me again? Does this last?
Oh, it doesn't
Of
last.
course. You can do it.
I just
I
like to
didn't
imagine Alduin is just sitting. Are you gonna?
Are you gonna help, or am I just gonna get poisoned? What?
Yeah, no problem. The second plant you learned from your first mistakes. You now have 2 plants. It does take a little bit of time to get them out of the ground. So it took you 30 minutes to find them, 10 minutes per plant to grab them. I think the first one took you a little bit longer because it was
figuring
very
it out.
precarious. The second one is 10, so so it's 15, 10 is 25. You're 55 minutes away now.
Okay, let's try for one more. Go. Now grab it out.
I'll tap your shoulder again.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Actually, this one went a lot faster. You're now 1 hour away. You do see a few more plants. You can choose either to grab a few more, or you can go after 3.
We try for one more just to be sure. We have 3 confirmed, as far as we know. Maybe one extra could have.
Yeah, especially maybe if one of us gets infected. I'm not planning on using drugs, but
Let's just we'll grab another one. Okay. Down. Oh.
you can do it.
It's a
Yeah.
15.
Okay, this one takes you another 10 minutes to grab, but no problem. You have it in your grasp.
Okay. Put them in like a little pouch that he has.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head
So
back.
it's 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then when you head back, I would like you to make another survival check just to see if you can find the road back quickly.
I'll try and follow our own tracks back.
Mm-hmm.
Out at different things. Lux.
No, I'm helping.
Is there anything else you would like to do whilst you're in the forest, Lux?
I would like to keep an eye out for the other plant, just to see if I can pick one out already and remember where it is.
Okay, make a perception check.
Where did it go? There it is.
You do not see any of those other plants, but as you walk this forest, there's some unsettling silence surrounding you. Like a silence before the storm.
It doesn't feel good.
It's
We have
ominous,
to
almost.
hurry. Before it.
Then I will make a normal survival check in this case.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Takes a little bit of extra time. Whereas you found this spot within 30 minutes, because of Lux's unease, you are treading far more carefully than the first time around. So you try and be as quiet as possible, which reduces your speed. However, you do find your way back, no problem. But you have been away for good 2.5 hours now in total.
What? Wait, it took 1.5 hours to get back, but what?
No, you are
We got there in 30 minutes. Then it was
Yes.
a little bit over 1 hour while picking things.
1 hour and 10 minutes, and it took you 40 minutes to get back. Okay, so it was 1 hour and 50, just 2 hours, just 2 hours to get
You
back.
said 2.5.
So
Alright.
okay,
You
2
get back.
hours.
You rush into the tab.
Okay, no one is. Okay, so at this point, Xanamin and Brion.
Yeah. I think it's wise to just hop all the houses of the village, right? You're muted, by the way.
When we go outside, do we actually see some villagers? Are they still working in the fields, or the
No
working
one
day
is-
over?
No one's working in the fields, but you do see a few gathered around the notice board.
Okay. Well, let's go to the notice board then. Let's just
What are
start there.
What are we going to say?
I would start with that we are trying to fix the werewolf problem. How did they call it?
Yeah, the problem. Whatever.
The werewolf problem, and that we want them to stay inside, and that we want to know if any villagers are missing.
I would start with the first question.
Yeah.
Like, who are the missing villagers? And then I will kind of step in and be like, listen, if you want to stay alive tonight, barricade your house and put a torch outside. And I'll do some push-ups beforehand, so I'll look all veiny and stuff.
Yeah.
It does really well.
Yeah. That's fine.
Bare my tusks a little bit.
Okay, so who's going to ask the question?
I will.
Okay.
So, I would like you to make a persuasion check to see how charismatic you are persuading people to divulge that information. Okay. As you are talking with the villagers that are there, there's a lot of gossip that you have to wade through a little bit, but you do get the name Quick Willy. He hasn't been in his tavern lately.
Yeah.
And Sophie the Razor.
Sophie the Razor. Okay.
Yes, apparently she is the gossip of town recently. A young woman that came from Westruun to the Thirst Fields as a laborer to work in the fields, and she's very young and has made friends with Ernst Ziegler, the son of Magnus Ziegler. They both have disappeared together. They think that they eloped, but
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Quick Willy, Sophie the Razor, and Ernst Ziegler.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
While I am at the notice board anyway, can I take a look to see if anything changed on the notice board? Or is this just the normal gossip spot in lack of,
Nothing really changed.
Okay, great.
But as you are looking at the notice board, the little notice from Rosette, one of the ladies says, Don't worry about that one. Roger hasn't been home in quite a while. The daft fella has probably been lost in his fields again.
So that's 4.
Ding,
Okay.
ding, ding.
Ding ding. Yeah. Well, with this group of villagers, now that we had done this group of villagers, let's go to one of the houses.
Which house would you like to go first?
Oh wait, I think it's good for me to talk to the crowd before we leave.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, of course. I forgot about that. I'm very sorry. So,
No.
tell me what you want to say, and depending on that, you can make either an intimidation check or a persuasion check. The intimidation would be with an advantage because you did some cool push-ups.
Okay, so I did some push-ups. I kind of just tuck my lips under my tusks, make them bigger. I will kind of. Is there a little step to the notice board?
There's a well that's a little bit broken down behind the notice board, and it's got like a ring of stones that you could step up on.
If it looks sturdy enough, I'll step on it, and I'll kind of go like, just beaming my buff self and kind of just crossing my arms like, people, if you want to stay safe tonight, stay inside your house and put a torch up front. Really, believe me, otherwise you're going to have a big problem. And I'll kind of step down and back away. I don't want to be mean.
Yeah. No, okay. Make a intimidation check. It sounded more like persuasion to me, but yeah, you can have advantage because you were push-ups. You pushed yourself up.
Oh right, okay. Roll a normal one again.
Yeah. Yeah. You see a few people looking up momentarily. They seem to be listening, and then kind of just shrugging and just, slowly walking back home again.
Your death.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the ladies says, "Okay, I'll put a torch outside for you. Would you like some cookies as well when you come by?"
Definitely.
Okay, well,
Sure.
see you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, we still got cookies though. Okay,
She
that's good.
just walks off.
Nice. Let's head to the next house, I think.
Okay. So, I would say you can make another persuasion check, Xanamin, to see if you can find more information about people missing.
I would like to do that, yeah.
And we'll do that a few times, and depending on how your rolls are, quickly it goes. Yeah, that's very high. So, so you go past a few houses, you talk to the people, you are persuasive, to the point, and quite nice, actually. Your charismatic self just convinces people to just, they trust you. And as they are talking, like you hear it again, like Quick Willie hasn't been around for quite a while. Magnus Ziegler, yeah, he's missing his son, and he's trying to hide that fact, but Ernst is definitely away. Probably away with that Sophie the Razor from Westroom. You also hear again from from a very old lady. "Oh, I haven't seen Roget in quite a while. He said he would help me with my barrels." And it takes a little time, but after a while you come to like a little poorer house, and no one opens the door there. And an old farmer who's just returned from his fields just shouts over his shoulder, "Ah, that's Ellie's home. The barmaid. Don't think she's home right now."
Okay. Thank you for that.
She's been looking a little bit peaky lately at the tavern, but you can find her there.
Will do. Thank you.
That's it. So that took you about 30 minutes plus the 10 minutes near the notice board. Now, let's see. Depending on how well your intimidation check goes, if you still want to intimidate people inside, we'll see how much that adds in time.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to alter your speech? Do you want to make it a little bit more intimidating? Do you want to say the same thing or?
I can't. I already rolled, by the way. But
Oh, ha! Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to be mean. That's what I don't want. So what I'm trying to do is be loud and kind of stern and looking strong, but still saying nice things.
Okay. As you attempt to do that, it comes off as crazy, and Xanamin is definitely realizing this as he does a few steps backward. Definitely a good cop, mad cop situation here. But other than that, I would say that because you rolled so low, you do manage to convince people to stay inside, but more because they're afraid of you a little bit, because you come across as a bit crazy. But it takes you a lot longer. Like you keep talking and talking and talking at every door. So also it takes you 2 hours in total to get past every house, and getting all this information to return to the tavern.
We have now done all the houses.
Everything, yes. You also informed
Except
the
for the
alderman.
tavern.
Okay,
Huh?
good.
Yes.
The alderman, we did the alderman as well.
You also informed the alderman of your plans of the evening, and he would also barricade his house. He does believe you and does not need any convincing.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, roll 20 is fucking me today.
Yep.
And I'm not liking it.
As you both kind of arrive at the same time at the tavern, you notice that Madeline is already sitting inside with a freshly silvered spare.
Oh god. Brion gets really excited.
Does it look good?
Does it look good?
Make investigation or perception.
Okay, and that I can do.
As you are investigating this spear, you're so happy with it, and then when you look, you see that Madeline is actually sitting at a table and has a very small carving knife in her hand. And there are a few wood curls on the table. And as you inspect the spear, you see that carved in the spear is Brion, your name.
Sick.
Yeah, I had some time left waiting for you all.
I have 4.
God,
It's
that's amazing.
8 o'clock now. I think we all need to eat. I need to start these potions. I would say take a short break, discuss your tactics for the evening, and be sure to go to the wheat fields to get the last ingredient.
There may be a slight issue.
Why?
You were talking about 3 or 4 potions.
Uh-huh.
We have a possibility of 4 suspects. 5, actually, sorry.
Oh.
Counting is not my thing.
5 potions. Well, how many wolfsbane did you manage to procure? 4. Was it far away?
30 minutes to get there. Well, we could follow the same routes.
It is 8. You would be able to still get it. You were quite quick and in your.
But don't we still need the herbs from the fields? Yeah.
Could pick those up on the way back.
Well, there's another option for the 5th werewolf. If we able to get some silver change.
Change.
We change. I am very sorry. My accent is difficult to speak these words. But we could change him up. Or
At the
Would
time,
you
yeah.
Would like a house or maybe this tavern hold a werewolf if we would barricade it up from the
with
outside?
ropes soaked in wolf's bane, or with silver change.
That
I'm pretty quick and I blend in the forest. I could go by myself.
If you dare to do such a task, I think that might make the difference. It is the wolf's bane that, if we had more of that, would have made a difference in what we could do.
And then Alduin could find the other plant and silver chains.
Well, tell me, which people are affected? Where do they live?
Well, we have Willy from
That's
the
the
tavern.
Yes.
And then also Ellie, the barmaid from the tavern.
I have a suspicion she might be around the tavern.
Right.
We can investigate further.
Yeah.
And then a woman named Sophie. Sophie the Razor? Whatever.
Where does our family live?
Would we know where they live? Where she lives?
It was mentioned.
Yeah, but we don't have, like, a map.
Make a intelligence check.
Me?
What do you know about Sophie? What did I tell you about Sophie?
She works at the fields, and she
Mhm.
probably ran off to live with Ernst.
Where does she come from?
Didn't she come from Westerun?
Restaurant,
Yes.
right. I needed a map, sorry.
So her family does not live in Thursfields. Where would someone who comes from a different city sleep in the night?
In the tavern. Or in... Yeah.
Madlim is just smiling as you guys make the connections. Very good. You could be investigators at this rate.
Yeah, she could hire a house. I mean, okay. And then the Roger guy, Roger.
Is the one who couldn't plow his field?
Yeah. the
Right.
farmer. He's
Well,
missing as well.
that might be interesting since he's the one with the wheat fields. You'd have to be careful going to the wheat fields then tonight.
Right. Okay. So, the shit is really going down in the tavern tonight.
It's likely not just the tavern. It sounds from your story that the Ziegler kid has
Right.
no connection to the tavern. So he's going to his parental home.
Right. But we can't be at all places at the same time.
No, you can't.
So we'll run around.
What
Most likely.
would
Find the
happen?
right order. See how many lives you can save.
Do we have means of
we-
sending
Hmm?
a quick message to Western?
Not without
Magical
it.
means?
Why to Western?
Yes.
Because that's where she might return to. She might doesn't get back here, but she might go to Western to
Well, then at least it's not
visit
our
her
problem.
family.
That is a terrifying thought. Have a werewolf go to a large city to infect people. That worries me greatly.
I think that would be a very low chance, as Westerun is at least 3 days of travel away.
Mm-hmm.
Anything? Is there
sounds like-
anything?
We might have a werewolf hunt for the next few days.
Isn't there anything a werewolf is extremely interested in? A food or a scent?
meat?
As very much so, yes. Well, not
make
necessarily
a-
raw meat, more living creatures to devour.
But do they come off to blood? Because I could slice my chest open and have a lot of blood in a second, and then they would all come to us.
It's a very dangerous endeavor, but might work, yes.
Why not? Why not mark the tavern with a lot of blood, and hope they just all come here? Then we
Would
can
it
have
have-
like a central place to fight.
Would
It's
it have
very
to
clever.
be human blood? Why
Not necessarily. It seems the chicken pen has been attacked, and pigs and all kinds of animals have been eaten in the last month.
Also, would the
I can take a
protein-
bit of a punch. I would be fine to, I don't know, make a few cuts.
As long
Leave
as
a
we
nice
have
bloody
a.
cut.
Well, you need a cure afterwards. I do not know how these people are infected, but what I do know is that lycanthropy is one of the most infectious curses one could have.
It
People
needs to.
be immune to it.
Yeah, but I was going to hug them anyway, so why not have a few scratches here and there? I mean, I was going to hug them anyway. Like,
Yeah. I was just wondering, I hope none of you have been bitten.
just promise me that if one of them bites me, just put my pike through my neck, okay?
You know, we have a cure. So,
Well, not
Just-
enough.
well, doesn't lycanthropy need a time to gestate? Doesn't turn someone immediately the same night.
No, it's not necessarily gestation. It's how fast the lycanthropy bile courses through one's veins, how fast the blood is pumping. It has a different effect on different people. It's the quicker a heart pumps, the quicker one is affected.
Alduin immediately puts like his hand on Bjorn. Get bitten. Stop. Immediate.
Okay, I don't rage though, but okay. I'm not a barbarian.
In my fucking head, you're always a fucking barbarian for some reason.
I'm
You're
a fighter.
Oh. Anyway, he still does that. He still does that though.
But I'll become cuddly then. I don't know. I think I'll be pissed off when someone bites me. I'll kick them in the face.
Well, you still need to try to stay calm.
Well,
So
one of the things you can also do is that before the bile has taken effect, I believe cure poison and disease. One of the things that I actually have in my arsenal as well might help during such a moment.
I'll be fine. We will all be fine. Let's just.
What would happen if we gave the cure to someone while he's not turned into a werewolf?
It's a waste of a cure.
It's just a waste. There's no.
Very much so, yes. Well, not necessarily turned. You can give it to a infected person where the
That's
disease is
fine.
already taken root.
Taken
So
root.
if we
After
catch
they-
one, trap them,
Yeah.
Right,
and then-
so it has to be outside of the gestation period, so the lycanthropy needs to have already taken root.
yes, they need to have made a change of form. Before the change of form, magical means like cure poison and disease would help. But after the change of form, only a wolfsbane.
During
Okay.
this conversation, I would like to walk into the kitchen and look for a pair of tongs or something to grip poisonous plants with.
Okay. Yeah, so go into the kitchen and make an investigation check.
Well, can we see Ellie? Is Ellie still around, or is she missing still? Because
Ellie is still missing, and you see Lux turning over everything behind the bar in search for something. She's searching for like a good 10 minutes.
yeah, is Ellie around somewhere? I shout at Lux.
I haven't found her back here. Also not what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
You still see Lux looking for something.
I had a plan. Maybe to lock Ellie up in the tavern so we can deal with her tomorrow after she's been turned. I don't think she is still here, but where would she go? We went to her.
The Willy guy and the Sophie woman are going to be here as well.
Yeah.
I need to go looking for Woodward. Guys, we go find her.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think you should take some people with you to look for the Moonworth. Hearing that this Roger guy is at the wheat fields. Oh, it might be that you run into a werewolf. It's already night out.
Then maybe it is time for me to start borrowing.
Yes. Be careful. Go together. And Lux.
Yeah.
If you tell me where the wolfsbane is, I can go and grab the wolfsbane. And you go with your friends. Maybe that is a better idea.
I'd like the idea of Lux being with me.
It did feel quite off in the forest, to be honest.
Yes, I'm more capable of being one with the shadows. I'm much darker than you.
You guys are immune?
Also, if
mutants?
No, I'm not a mutant, but I have my ways against a werewolf bite.
Okay, this might be a story for another day, but the conversation between you guys was kind of confusing to me.
Something you should ask Alduin. But let's focus on the things that are...
We'll have a beer after this, and then we can talk.
And dinner. So, for now, go to the wheat fields. Be careful. You might walk into more than just one thing. And I will find these wolfsbane. Can you show me on the map where you found it?
Yeah, I pointed out the one near the river.
I will see you in an hour.
Good.
Okay. So she opens the door, and it's at this point where you see it's like nearing 9 now, because at this she has been conversing and setting up like a whole alchemy thing on this table in the midst of this tavern. You locking the door. It's a lot of preparation, a lot of planning that you have been doing. And it is dark outside. The last rays of sunshine are now slowly setting, and everything is just momentarily covered in a golden glow before the night sets.
Okay.
There is a full moon, but it's very low in the sky. And she has said that when it's high in the sky, it will be much harder to defeat these werewolves.
I will not have my pike sheeted on my back, but I will have it in my hand on my side.
And you, Alduin, now have a hefty silver sword in your hand that for the last 40 minutes you have attuned to.
Great sword?
It is a great sword, yes, and a +1. That's why you... Yeah, that's why you needed to attune to it.
Okay.
She has been saying, eat and wait, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a little bit later.
Self-custom.
Okay. Yeah. Then Before you guys arrive at the wheat fields, you notice that apart from everywhere in town, there's a distinct lack of noise from birds and animals. It's like everything decided to be quiet all at once. And then, somewhere far in the distance, you hear the crowing of crows in a fight with something, the creaking of branches, and the growling of a larger animal. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Ew.
Let's do 10-minute break because then generally it'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Very
longer,
good.
But we will be back in about 10 minutes. I'm actually going to set a timer for it.
Okay.
We will be back in 10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're back.
So,
Welcome back.
you guys are getting closer to a field of wheat that is as high as the tallest person amongst you. And in the midst of this field of wheat, you see a dead tree. And from it, there are crows diving to something that is cracking wood and breaking twigs and growling.
It's occupied. He's occupied for now. We have to sneak.
I can't sneak.
Get down.
Look at.
Snake. Bye.
Okay, I'll duck.
Oh, by the way, because we're
Yes.
going out, I will have renewed my mage armor because it's only lasting 8 hours. If that's okay.
You have renewed your mage armor, that's fine.
Right.
So we're going in for the plants then.
Okay. Get out of...
Brion, maybe you should stay back. Remember the pine cones that we have. You can sense which direction I'm going. If we scream, come and help us.
Okay, I'll take the pine cone out of my back pocket.
A pine cone?
Yeah.
You gave that to us
Yeah.
as an
Okay.
item.
So
You don't remember?
Nope.
good one.
Later.
Nice.
Is it just a pine cone or does it do something?
No, we can sense which direction we're moving from each other.
Yep.
Remember it, yes.
So I will take my pine cone. I will grip it in both my hands, but in
Yes.
between my arms, I will have my pike at the ready.
Yes.
Shall I stay
Yeah,
with
fair
you?
enough.
Not to leave and one single person behind?
I'll be fine.
I am also generally not that stealthy. But I kind of need to harvest the thing.
Go.
Make a perception check, Alduin.
Caption? Caption.
Perception.
Champion.
Okay, with a 14, you notice there is your first plant. However, you cannot see anything that's on the ground in the midst of this field. I'm just terrible at, obscuring that vision for you. But these wheat fields are as high as you are, so you can't really see those.
There is a map. One moment. Let me
Awesome
switch
map,
view.
by the way. DM,
There's-
amazing
I
map.
need to quickly. Original map. So let's.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Actually, I can put them on the GM layer. That's a good idea. So,
Oh, wait.
you see one plant that you need, the moonwort. It's a
Right.
tiny plant with larger palm-sized leaves, and you see it just
Yes.
over there.
Which one of you is going to pick the plants?
I will be.
Let me just check the description of something that I have in my character sheet.
Getting closer.
So you, Aldwin, will be picking.
Eh?
Yeah.
Would like you to make a initiative roll, because at this point
Yes,
you
it's
no
your fault.
longer it's at this point you no longer hear the creaking of wood and the breaking of twigs, and the crows that had been attacking earlier are now circling around the wheat field, keeping up in the air, but the circle seems to be getting closer and closer to the spot where you guys are standing. So I would like everyone to make a initiative roll.
Oh god, I need to click my thing. This is better. No, it's not. Fuck.
Sorry, initiative.
Like your token and then... yeah, we can see that, remember that, so we know who this is now.
Yeah, no, but that's okay. Because
yeah,
it
because
was kind
he's
of
in the
clear.
field, we knew,
It's
yeah.
in the
No,
wheat
it's
field.
his field.
Yeah, fair.
It's his field, dudes. If you did not know by now, then sorry.
Okay, so I am quickly
Sorry.
just before. Can I put my pine cone away?
No. This is an initiative round. You can do things in your round. Lux, Brion, Aldwin, Zenemin, that's everyone, I believe. Okay. So, Lux, you start off. You see, as one of the most perceptive people of this group, that this flock of crows that is just blackening in the sky is coming closer and closer in your direction, and it seems to be encircling something that's in the wheat fields. And you see from afar the rustling of leaves and wheat just being spread apart. What do you do?
It's not like
Check the list first. Check the list. Double check it.
Lux?
Maybe sort it. Maybe.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Xanamin, same thing.
Right.
I
F4.
whisper to the group or to Alduin. We'll distract him. You pick the herbs, and at that time I will cast invisibility on Alduin.
clutch move.
Which was
Nice.
what I was going for before we were interrupted by thingamabobs.
Is awesome. Very much cool. So I'll give you a white tint so that we know that you are invisible. No, I'll make it brown so that you blend in. It's better. So there we go.
Oh, we have nice tokens now. Is there anything I can use for concentration? We have so many tokens right now.
Oh, the hell?
Yep.
What the hell
Yeah,
are those?
I have pro.
I normally
Guys.
don't have these at Pro. What are these?
Yeah.
You can install them from.
I
the
added a
token.
lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
If you press your token and then press like the little thing next to the radertje,
Right.
Yeah,
that'll
spoken.
allow you to set like a marker on your character token, like concentration and stuff.
Ah, good. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Not literally.
Okay, but let's get back to the game. All right, guys. So, Xanamin, you are concentrating on invisibility right now. As you cast this spell on Alduin, you see momentarily his visage shimmer, and then he disappears from sight. But there is still this bulldozering creature going through the wheat fields into your direction. What else do you decide to do?
Can you ping a general direction that thing is in?
How high is your passive perception?
My passive perception. Let me check. Core. Passive. Will be probably decent.
It's above your tool proficiencies.
Yeah, my character sheet is crapping out again. It's the second time today. I can't scroll. It's above my tool proficiencies. It's 14.
14. Okay, you hear it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I just want a direction. I don't need to know the location.
It's
But-
somewhere here.
There. Okay.
Here's where the crows are currently flocking as well.
Then I will move to there, I believe. Let's just go there.
Are you doing this stealthily?
No, not at all. No,
Okay, good to know.
I'm trying to be a distraction. I'm not making, obvious sounds and like come get me, but
Yeah.
that's because I already talked. So let's do this.
Okay. Okay, so out of the wheat field, jumping out of the bushes, right to your left, Sanamim, you see a large, dripping saliva, hulking form with still black feathers and blood completely covered on his body from recently attacking the crows. He is twice as tall as you and hulking over your form and will do his first attack. Try and bite you with a 17 hit.
70 will definitely hit. Yep.
And you take 10 damage as he critically hits you in your shoulder and uses this to just bite down and try and grapple you. No, actually, he can't do that. So he will claw you for his second attack.
I will use a rune to reduce the damage on that first one. So that's 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Not. That's 3 less.
So that's 7 damage.
Yeah.
And then he critically hits you. Did you
Okay.
already? Yeah, and then he critically hits you with his claw attack. Luckily, critically failing the damage. So he does 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2 is 8 damage in total for his critical claw hit.
Reduce 8 points of damage. Yeah, okay. Wait. I was thinking I can't do that that reduction twice in a round.
Did you take off the first damage? Because I took it off as well.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so then you have because you have 22 health and you took 7 and 8 is 15 damage. So yeah, you would have 7. Good.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, and then of course you can't see it right now. Sorry, I can. It's in the GM overlay. There you go. Why is this such a shitty tool? There you go. So yeah, the werewolf just attacks you, lunges and bites just a chunk out of your shoulder. It is extremely painful, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw twice.
Twice?
Yes, because he bites you and then claws you.
That's... Did it roll? I don't think it registered. That's one.
That's a failure. And a failure. So, Aldwin, you appear as you see your friend just being mauled. Unfortunately.
Damn it.
There goes the plan.
Then it's Aldwin's turn. Aldwin, what would you like to do as you see this werewolf just being attracted by the sound of Xenamin just running through the loose, dry twigs on the floor and then attacking your friend, taking chunks out of its body?
Okay, so for my knowledge, this stuff, that's the wheat.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's about 7 feet high.
Right, but you can go through it.
You
But it's
can.
difficult terrain.
It would be. That would be difficult terrain. Yes.
And I know that one is here. That's the one I saw.
Yes.
And
yes.
needed a leaf per potion.
A plant.
Yes. A plant per potion?
Yes.
I thought it was a leaf per potion. That's what
Nope.
she said.
A plant. I'm saying it's a
No.
plant per potion. It has multiple leaves on them.
Then I will. Now. Yeah, I'll just full movement dash. I'll part of the plan now. 5, 10, 15. 30.
Oh, I just wanted to also mention that here the wolf went through. That would not be difficult terrain to move through.
Yeah, okay, but
Attack of opportunity.
yeah. So 30, then out of it 40, 45. That would be. And I. No. No, I will. I will, with my bonus action, drink the shielded. There. Yeah.
What does it do?
Wouldn't you like to know? So that is the end of my turn.
Hey. Then after that, it is Lux. What would you like to do?
I would like to light a torch
Okay.
and move over next to Xenamin and start screaming at the werewolf, "Stay back!" and waving the torch in its face.
Okay, I will give you some light because it is dark out. And I think torches do like 15 feet of light. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No idea.
I will just check it for you.
Thank you. Can everyone see this light coming from her?
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Perfect.
Okay, it's 20 foot bright light, 20 foot radius, and then an additional 20 foot of dim.
Okay, I'll
Whoa.
do 20 foot. There you go.
And a dim.
That would be this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sick.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just noticed something cool, and I was wondering if I could see that. No, can't.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so no problem. That happens. Yeah, so you have a torch and then you go in front of the werewolf trying to chase him away. Make an intimidation check as you try and attract his attention away.
I'm very intimidating.
I will
You're
give
learning.
you advantage because of your torch. A
Well, I'm
17.
pretty intimidating today.
You think you are pretty intimidating, and as you do this, the werewolf, still with like blood seeping down its fur, down its neck, his yellow, enraged eyes now turn to you.
Rah.
That is your turn.
That's my turn.
It's Brion. Brion, what would you like to do?
I am going to step forward. And I will growl as loud as I can in Orcish and scream, "Fight me," which will roughly translate into "Maukom Ijish." And I'll scream it at his face, and then jump at him with my pike.
All right. Are you going to attack him?
Yes.
All right, make an attack roll. That hits. Seriously?
Damn. That's a lot of damage.
Damn!
It's a
That's
1d10.
amazing.
It's a 1d10 plus 4 piercing damage, so I roll the highest I can.
God
That is
damn.
amazing.
I'm
So,
very
yeah,
pissed off.
distracted by Lux putting this fire in its face, you see the light reflecting in its eyes. He does not see you coming, and as you shout, he suddenly looks up, and your pike goes right through its ribs, right into its side, and you now have its pike just deeply lodged into its body, and you hear him like just yelling like a dog in pain.
Good.
No-
I can take an extra action.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Once per long rest. And I kind of want to jam my pike further.
Okay. Then make an attack roll. So as your pike is still lodged in between its ribs, the werewolf moves in such a way that you get out of balance, and instead you are unable to put force behind your attack, pushing it deeper. It does not damage it any further, but you are able to then pull it loose from its body.
That's it.
Okay. Now it is Xanamin's turn. Xanamin, what would you like to do?
I will take an action to disengage. So I will, after I do that, I will move away. To stand over there. And not be hit.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you dodge underneath, seeing that the werewolf is distracted by this pike and the fight between Lux and Brion, protected by these ladies next to you. You move behind them and compose yourself, readying yourself for whatever you want to do next. Now it is the werewolf's turn. Momentarily, as these birds still flocking above your heads move in a thick circle, they seem to be obscuring the moonlight, and for a moment you see the visage of a man in excruciating pain as its snout just retracts and then pulls back again, and its snarl just even more vicious than before. He's unable to take any actions as this change is changing. Aldwin, it's your turn.
I see Alduin 5. Oh no, sorry. 10 20. Come back through the wheat. Then 5, 10. That makes 30. And then he will out a dash, action, 5, 10. And it's an action to harvest the root, I'm assuming.
Actually, these are not poisonous. So you could take a bonus action to just grab it from the ground.
And he will do so. Then he will do so.
Okay, then you now have one plant in your possession.
I will add it to. You know what? No, let's. No, I can't. I'll just add it to my inventory.
Okay,
That will be the end of my turn.
is okay. That is your turn. Now it's Lux's turn. Lux.
I shout out, "Where are the other plants?" And I'll move behind the wolf.
Okay.
And
Now,
well, I kind of look around to see if I see any other plants.
how tall are you?
Very small.
Okay.
I don't have to roll for it.
You can't see them, but what you can do is make a nature check to see if you know anything about these plants, where they grow.
Nah.
3. You don't. You think about it, but in the panic of the moment and this hulking werewolf form in front of you that you can harm but not kill, it makes the situation too stressful to recall any information. That is your turn. It's now Brion. Brion, what would you like to do?
Well, since this werewolf is right now in a fight with me, right? He's focused on me.
He for a moment you saw him more in a fight with himself.
Right.
As his form momentarily changed just for a few features back to humanoid and back to werewolf again. You saw just fur shedding onto the ground, its snout retracting into a face of a man screaming for help, and then back into a snarling werewolf with a vicious look in his eyes, focused on you.
Okay. Well, I can't exactly. We can't save him, so for now I will try to jam my pike right above his sternum. Is it sternum? It is. And I will try to just poke it in.
Is there any reason you want it specifically in the sternum, or just for flavor?
Because I hope it will maybe lock itself in his body, so he might be stuck as well.
Okay.
And it looks cool. I mean, I just got a new pike, so I want to try it in every way possible I can think of.
Okay, to lock it into its sternum, I will add a +2 to its AC to make it more difficult for you to hit. But
okay,
if you
but then again, I'm
manage to
flanking.
hit,
I'm flanking with.
yeah, you have advantage, so go for it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, this pike, you pierce it above its sternum. You twist it around until the sharp, flat edges lock behind the bones, and it's stuck. And you see just blood gulping out of its mouth. How much damage do you do? 12 piercing damage.
Wait. Oh no. Okay. Yep.
Anything else you would like to do?
Nah, just kind of look him straight in the eyes, toy with him a bit, just shaking my pike so he shakes back and forth, just for funsies. That's it.
Okay, it's Zanamin's turn. What would you like to do?
Mm. Yeah. Um, I don't really think there is much for me to do at this point without killing or harming the werewolf in more than we already have done. So I will try to take. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm going to do nothing.
Hey, are you okay, Aldwin? You look sad.
Yeah, I just had a message. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I just thought you were looking down, so I thought you were sad.
I just got a message on my.
Okay, sorry.
it's
Just
fine.
wanted to confirm you were okay. So you can't do anything, Xanamin. So at this
No.
point, you're just overseeing the situation, and if anything arises, you will help and aid. The werewolf, however, seeing he's stuck upon this pike that you've pushed through his sternum, filled with rage, he is going to move further, and just you can feel the pike pierce the skin on the back of his neck as he just walks onto the pike closer to you, and he will be taking 1d6 extra damage. And then does his double attack on you. First, he will try and bite you with a 14 hit.
No, definitely not.
Okay, and then he's trying to bite you, but the pike is still there, so you can still move his head away from your body. However, as he sees it's futile to try and bite you, his claw comes out from the left, and with a 19 to hit,
Yep.
that hits. He does 8 damage as the claw rakes across your face.
Was it con?
What?
Was it a con save or is it only on a bite?
That was concentration.
Oh,
you
right.
don't need to do any. Don't
It's not a
worry.
disease
Only with
check.
the bite. No. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Damn it!
Fuck! No!
Make a con save just for me. But you've been very quiet and calm, so it's okay. But make a con save.
Who, me?
No, Xanamin.
Venemin, right.
Yeah, I
con
forgot
save.
about it.
Yeah, okay.
1. No, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
One of your runes that flashed up on your forehead, negating the damage that you took from the bite, mending your wounds, also just resist against the bile of lycanthropy that tries to invade your veins, but is unable to do so. That was the werewolf's turn. Now it's Aldwin. Aldwin, what would you like to do?
Aldwin will also take out a torch. What type of action is taken out of torch? A free action?
It's a free action.
I also take out a torch.
Lighting it is an
Light.
action.
Then I'm also lighting it. Action to light it. Give me also the range. Just want to check if I can see something with that range. Right. That's the full range? Yeah.
Yes, but you can't see through the wheat.
Okay. For now, Aldwin will just use his 30 feet of movement to just 5, 10, 5, 30. He'll just move or start moving around the field.
Yes. As you, with a torch, you move around and you look into the dark alleys between the weeds. And you look into the first alley, the second, the third, because you can almost
barely.
up to the second. You're unable to see any of it. However, I would like you to make a nature check just to see how much you know about this
Nope.
a giant moonwort? No, you don't. You just know it's
Too
near
much
these
going on.
fields.
Too
Yes.
much going on to remember.
Okay, now it's Lux. Lux, what would you like to do?
I call out to Brion. Stop, you're killing it! Just knock it out or grab it or something. And I didn't get a response on where the plants could be, so I'll just start looking for them. So would be
Enough movement to go through this. So go through a square in which wheat is. That's 10 feet.
yeah. So this is 5,
Yes.
15,
Yes.
20,
Yes.
30,
Yes.
35.
Yes. You both see each other and have this moment of locking eyes as both of your lights overlap. It's a very scary moment as well to be in these very high hedged wheat fields and a darkened sky and the crows surrounding you all. Oh, you can do that, yeah. Now it's Brion's turn. Brion.
So Brion is going to try. I'm holding my pike through its neck, kinda. So what I want to do is just kind of pull it back till the thingy of the pike is at the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Then push it up against his chest and try to hug him from the back.
I want to say that the pike is still lodged in his throat and he just walked further. So your hands are close to his neck now and the pike is sticking out on the back.
Can I jank it back?
If you step backward, it's stuck. You can like do this and then grab it from the back, but then you have to hug.
No, I'll do it the other way around. That's
Okay.
even safer for my arms.
Smart.
I will put the pointy end of my pike to its butt, push it down, and then put my body against it and put my arms around his claws. I'll try to. In some kind of judo move.
You want to grapple
Okay, so you want to grapple him?
Yup.
Yeah, go for it. Make a grapple check.
That is a...
Athletics.
He rolled a natural 1, stuck to the pike. You move the pike into the ground, and he's stuck with it into the ground, unable to move. And at that exact moment, you grab his claws and arms, and all this wolf can do is howl in pain, frustration, and anger as you successfully grapple him.
I'm hugging a werewolf. Again.
Recurring team.
I'll howl too. I'll match him.
Okay. There you go.
What?
Well, if you do it in the opposite frequency, you'll cancel them out. Go ahead.
Be like a lower. Oh.
Yeah.
It's at this point, Xanamin, what would you like to do as you hear more howls in the distance coming closer?
Yeah. What would I like to do? Is the question. I think I will grab another torch myself and light it.
Okay. Grabbing it is a free action. Lighting it, well, yeah, you know it.
Yeah, I use prestidigitation for that, just so I can. And I will go stand over there. Yeah. And maybe shout quick or something. And that's the end of my turn. Yep. Quick, quickly! And then that's it.
Okay. So now it is the werewolf's turn. Grappled in your arms. He's going to try and break out of this grapple. I would like you to make a contested strength or athletics or dexterity check. Yes, he managed to break free from your grapple, and your pike, which the staff is made out of wood, breaks at the end as he moves away, as he rolled a natural 20 to break free from the grapple. He then moves around, and that is his full action. It is Eldwin.
Do I
It's
hear a
broken in
snapping
half. So I'm just
Pissed
saying,
me off now.
it's broken in half, so you no longer have the 10 feet reach if you use it. It will be 5. Yeah? It's the length of a longsword.
Good. He's pissed me off now. This dude is going to die.
Oh no!
Mm.
Do I hear a snapping sound in the distance?
What is your passive perception?
12?
No.
11.
No.
Alright, I will just... While I see Lux, I'll just hold up a hand, just one, and then just keep moving. 5, 10. Look into the alleyway. 5, 10.
Nothing.
Look into it.
Stop. You see one. Let me...
5, 3. Start moving it.
Yes.
Full action dash. 5. 5.
And you
Right.
see another one.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Come on.
Oh, I see a whole bunch.
Yep.
Go. Cool. Okay. That is the well, I can
End of
pick
your
that one
turn.
up with a oh, there was a bonus action to pick him up. So no, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, no, I had a
Lux, it's
bonus
your
action.
turn.
I'm sorry, I had a
You
bonus action. I can pick one up.
Yeah, I would say so. It's within
Then
5 feet of you. Do
Okay.
you want to pick that one up?
Yeah, bonus action, pick it up.
Okay, you have now 2. Do you want to shout anything?
I will. Lux, over here. And that's.
Okay. Then it's Lux's turn. What would you like to do, Lux?
Stupid button.
Stupid
On my
mute.
way. 10, 15, 25. I guess I'll see them now.
Yes. You're like stepping out of the weeds, pushing it aside, and right in front of you, there's one of these plants.
I have 10 feet of movement left.
Yes.
Can I use an action and a bonus action to pick 2 of them?
No, you can use a bonus action to pick one.
Okay.
The action is
then I'll-
different. I'm sorry. It's a bonus action. It's going to. That's complicated for the action economy, so I'm going to say no. Even though it sounds very unreasonable, but it also would be difficult with other things. You know, just no.
Okay, I'll pick one.
Yes. So yeah, you have this one in your. I'm thinking. Yeah. So
But I'll
have
pick
one
it
else.
very neatly and take my time with it.
Okay. Now, do you still have an action left?
Hmm?
Okay. So anything else you would like to do with your action?
No, not really.
Okay, now it's Brion's turn. Brion, what would you like to do?
I'll. Okay, so I'll use the 5 feet end of my pike as a choke bar and grapple him again.
Okay, make a grapple check. He rolled an 18. And you rolled an 18! You are now like against each other. Neither one of you is grappled. And you are in a fight again, a fight of strength. That makes it Xanamin's turn. Xanamin.
Let me scream. Kinda
Okay.
at top of my lungs.
Yes.
For mad. I'll just scream mad as loud as I can to see if I can reach. I'm not, but she's going to try.
Okay, make a intimidation check for me. Just seeing how loud you can scream. And you can't metagame.
Yeah, but this is just a simple rules thing that she doesn't know.
Okay. What?
Grapple is an attack action, which means if you have 2 attacks, you can do it twice.
Oh yeah.
I don't have 2 attacks.
Oh, I
But
thought you had 2
she
attacks.
used that. She used it. She's a fighter, and she can use an action surge.
Oh,
yeah,
that's what
but
she
it's
did.
once per long rest. So yeah.
No, I thought you had 2.
I'll remind her if she has 2 action. An
I choked
11.
on her.
You're so busy with this werewolf that your voice doesn't reach as loudly as you wish. Which, when you realize that suddenly after your shout,
I knew.
you're quite maybe happy that your voice doesn't reach that loudly. Sorry, it's Xanamin's turn. Xanamin, what would you like to do?
Do I sense the direction that the other wolves are coming from?
Yes, they seem to be coming from the south.
South, the bottom of the map.
It's in the direction of the city, of the village.
Yeah, but also the south of our map.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And it seems to be getting closer and closer, probably because every single time you fight, this werewolf is letting out howls of pain.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
You get a sense of urgency that you're racing against time.
I'm trying to think of how I should use that urgency without... yeah. I message, I'll win.
Okay.
I will message him that we should get out of here fast. That takes care of telling Brion that as well. Because you still need to talk for message, I believe. Yeah. And then I'll start moving away from the scuffle that Brion is having with the werewolf.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I won't do my full movement. I'll just take start moving away.
Away from the tavern as well, and away from the village that way.
Yeah, but we can.
Double
We
back.
shouldn't be here when the other werewolves come back.
Okay.
I thought, and we can move around back to the tavern.
Perfect. Now it is the werewolf's turn. He is going to use his full range of attacks against you. He will first try and bite you with a 17 hit.
Yup.
That is 7 damage. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. That's a failure.
I know.
You feel his mouth clasp against your shoulder, and as you bite, you feel this stinging sensation as your arm just goes numb momentarily, and you cough. Something is wrong, but you have just a moment to think about it as its claw comes out from behind And with an 11, you just barely duck underneath, missing the sharp claws on your face once more.
Zing.
And
would've been a dope
that
ass
is,
Oh, it would.
and that is the end of its turn. Now it's Alduin.
Okay, while moving
You
forward...
do
should-
hear Brion scream.
Yeah. Moving forward, take another bonus action to pick up one more herb.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 3. If you pick up one more, we're done. And Alduin, so 5 feet. So we'll start... Also hearing the howls coming from the south. Will, for now... 5 back. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 30. There.
Okay.
And just because...
You can answer to a message, by the way.
Oh, right, yes. I completely forgot about that.
I didn't.
I was like, when he did it, I was like, I need to remember to message him back, and then I forgot.
Don't worry.
So, okay, I've got all my herbs. Lux is going to pick up one, and I'll start heading north of the field.
That's it.
Sending is 25. Message actually doesn't have a limit.
It doesn't?
No, I just checked, so I would not fuck it up.
Just an hour-long voicemail. Hey,
Yeah.
gentlemen, how are you today?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, I can technically just keep talking for like six seconds and.
Yeah,
Would be the
no,
limit of-
perfect.
Seconds.
I will just say that at north it cuts off. That would be 6 seconds.
I have got all my herbs and I am heading north. Yeah, that's pretty exactly it. Yeah.
Lux, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Do I have to move here to pick it, or can I pick it from here?
You can pick it from there.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to pick that one.
Yeah.
And then it will be 10, 15, 25, 30. Can use my action to dash.
Yes.
30, so that would be 40, 45, 50, 55.
Ooh.
And I would have some movement left. Because I have 70 in total. I'll just start moving north as well. And scream at Brion. Run!
Brion.
Bitch
You're
broke
being-
my bike.
Brion, you are being screamed at as this lycanthropy bile is coursing through your veins. You are hurt, pain, and this werewolf is close to you right now. You have no way to restraining it and be able to run away from this position. You need help. Or an idea. What will you do?
Fuck. I will. Okay, the look in my eyes is going to change. It's going to shift. I'm fucking pissed. He broke my new bike. I'm very, 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 very fucking pissed. And I am going to look him straight in the eyes and give him my nastiest, drooliest growl I have to see if I can distract him for just a little moment.
Make an intimidation check. He seems, just for a moment, as these crows in the air are circling, and just for this split second where they conceal and block out the moonlight, you see a shift in its face, and you see Roget, the farmhand's face.
Right at that moment, I'm going to
It's-
grab him again.
Okay, yes. Make a grapple check with advantage. That's a
Yes.
natural 20.
Yep.
You grapple him, no problem. What would you like to, so you grapple him, he's locked in your arms. What else would you like to do?
I will call out to Zanamin and Lux. Bring him or keep him here.
Okay, that is your turn. Now it's Zanamin. Zanamin, what would you like to do? How do you respond to this question?
Yeah, I'll shout back, leave him. How far are the other wolves? Can I have a sense of distance?
Yes, make a perception check for me.
Well, do I know if they will? What I actually want to know if they are going to reach us in the next turn or something.
Yes, make a perception check.
Yeah. Just no. God damn.
With that perception, you gauge that with the speed that you saw this creature move, they might be here within the next 20 seconds.
Okay.
But you're making a split-second decision, and it's difficult already, and you're scared out of your mind.
Yeah.
Whether you're overestimating or underestimating, you do not
I
know.
don't know. So I rolled really shit. Yeah. Brion is in control of the werewolf right now, right?
Right now, yes. But he has broken out of her grapple before breaking her pike even.
Yeah. I will move back to Brion, and while I do that, I will reach back to my pocket, my backpack, and grab my rope.
Yeah.
And I will attempt to somewhat restrain the werewolf with my rope.
You have advantage on this because Brion rolled a natural 20. So I would like you to make a athletics check to see how tightly you can tie this with advantage.
Advantage, athletics.
That's a 17. You fucking hog tie this werewolf to the ground.
Great.
A little wizard. You're not just a wizard. You're like.
I'm
You're
a
like
wizard with ropes.
Yes. You're Indiana Jonesing this.
Yeah.
With runes glowing on your forehead. No, it's great.
Yeah. Let's just go. I can't do anything else. I spent my turn. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, the werewolf is now grappled and restrained. And as a restrained creature, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws. So he will try and break out of this first. And I would like, Brion, could you make an athletics check for me as well? Yes, so with the combined number of Xanamin's strength of the robes and your athletics still holding him down, he's unable to break free from this restrainment, and he's just lying helpless on the ground. Alduin, it's your turn.
Full action dash 5, 10, 15, 30, 5, 10. I don't remember because it was 10, right? For the second part.
You were here.
There, so 5, 5. 5. That is the end of my turn.
Like to shout anything?
Let's go! Back to the village. That's it.
Lux, it's your turn. And with your passive perception, you see werewolves in a distance.
I can just about reach him. I'll move back over here. And I'll get my prayer wheel out of my backpack and try to jam it into his mouth to make him shut up.
Okay, you jam it into his mouth, and he's like clawing on it like a dog on a bone.
Guys, we have to move.
Yes. I can't
That's the end of
respond.
my turn.
Okay, you do
I think
see.
that's an action to do that, right?
I would just say it's a free action.
Okay. Then I would like to grab one of the ropes and start helping to drag him the opposite direction.
Okay, you're dragging this werewolf with you.
Now I'm getting ready to help Brion.
Okay, just letting you know that you see a trio of werewolves in the distance, about 80 to 100 feet away, and they are running at full speed.
Okay, they're closer than I thought. We have to leave him here. We have to run. Coming.
Does that change your decision making anyway? Because I thought I was clear on that, but I probably wasn't. So if there's anything,
Yeah, I didn't think they were that nearby, and
No,
I
they
wouldn't want to drag the werewolf with me. So I'm just saying to the group, we have to leave him behind. We have to run.
okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, you can use your action to move away if you still want to.
Sure, I do. Over.
Okay, now it's Brion's turn.
He would get an attack of opportunity, I think.
No, he's restrained, and you
Oh,
have
okay.
and he has a wheel in his mouth right now.
Okay.
He has
I never
disadvantage
used
on
that
his
one.
attacks, so he can try.
I am going to try something that is possibly going to be the end of Brion, but I am.
Great.
Actually, give me 1 second. He is going to try and make an attack of opportunity. Yeah, that's a 7. He will miss. What would you like to do, Brion?
I want to pull my bedroll over the werewolf to see if it blocks the moonlight and if I can get him to calm.
Okay, you did hear what Lux said, right?
I can run with a contained werewolf.
It says
Sure.
so on my character sheet.
Well,
It is a very heavy creature.
how big?
He is bigger than you, and it would mean that you would have to make a very high athletics check to be able to run at full speed with it, or else your speed will be halved. And then also, even that, it will take an action to do any of those actions, and that would also reduce your speed. And whatever is coming closer is coming at full speed, and these werewolves are already inherently faster than you. I'm just letting you know that this is all information that Brion has seen from observation in the past 2 days.
Right, okay. So is the stick still in its neck?
No, he took that out.
Okay, then I drop
Yep.
the werewolf, take the tip of my pike,
Yeah.
and get the hell out.
Okay. You
And
can
it's-
dash out of here if you'd liked.
That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I can do 30 again.
Yeah, you be here.
Yo.
Okay, Xanamin, it is your turn.
I will also take a dash action to get out of there.
Okay.
It will place me over there.
Werewolf's turn. He is unable to break free. Okay, yes, Alduin, it's your turn.
Okay, I will start heading field at this point,
Yes.
and we'll again head off, and then we'll start making my way back to town, like trying to
Okay.
avoid the werewolves. That's
Is there anything you would like to do to make sure that they don't follow you, or maybe you're quieter? Is there any strategy that you have for running back to town?
Okay, so what type of road are we seeing? Like, is it just open road? There are places to like
Just
head like
think-
behind like bushes. And...
think countryside France.
Yeah, so maybe jump. If it's countryside France, so basically jump into like the fields on the other side of the road, which should be a
Yes.
little bit lower to the ground, so to not be on the road, basically. Side.
You can definitely run through the fields by being out of sight. However, you do know werewolves rely more of sound than sight.
And then try to sneak. Like when I get
Okay.
to that side, try to just I have to slow down and try to sneak.
Okay, I know that. Lux.
I will drop my torch on the ground and start running as fast as I can.
Perfect. Alduin, you still have that torch in your hand, right?
He has it for now, yes.
Okay. Okay. And then you are also kind of off the map there. Brion?
I am going to run after them, and I'll try to maybe hug myself to keep my chainmail silent.
Okay. So, when we get to Xanamim, I will assume that you all are now in the field adjacent to it. And it's at this point where it no longer is a fight, but a chase. And you are trying to be as quiet and as fast as possible. So this will be a skill challenge where I first want you all to roll for stealth, and then I would like you all to roll for a dexterity, or I mean like acrobatics, to see how fast and stealthy you can move through these fields. I believe that everyone except Alduin has dark vision. So unless Alduin keeps his torch, you're relying on someone else's vision, and that's okay.
Yeah, when he gets to the other side,
Take
he
my
sees
hand,
everyone.
dude.
He'll drop the torch
Okay, yeah.
Take my hand.
and take Brill's.
So you're dropping a burning torch
No,
in
he's
a
putting it
dry...
out like next to the ditch.
Cool. Yeah? Okay. I would like everyone to roll for stealth.
Oh god, here we go.
Armor stick.
Oh, Xanaman.
Yes.
That's nice.
I need to check skill mill real quick. I think it does give me disadvantage. From that.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Very bad. Very bad. Very bad.
It's a 9, a 7, a 20, and a 4. Jesus, guys.
We are not a stealthy group. You know this.
I'm not really pretty
Better
stealthy.
be quick.
I can be stealthy.
Yeah.
Me and Brion can't.
It's not today.
Even a 20 exam, the 20 for exam is not going to balance this shit out. Wait.
It's a 12 for the group.
I'm sneaking out of here.
So, as you guys are running through the wheat fields, each to their own row, it's at this point where Elderwin throws the torch that he's put out back to the other direction. It does cost him some of his own stealth, but the stick seems to make such a noise that the werewolves are momentarily distracted and do not seem to be chasing after you yet. I would like everyone to make an acrobatics check to see how fast you can run. They rolled really low, guys.
Oh,
Coming
God.
in with that 4. Coming in, lowering the average.
I crit it. It's okay.
I got 2 swords on my back, guys. I got like 2 swords. Heavy armor.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
My pike is half as heavy now as well. That's a good thing.
You don't exercise as often anymore, do you?
I'm so effing pissed about that.
So it's a 14 plus 20 plus 4 plus 21 is, and then divided by 4. That's nice.
Still be pretty decent.
So, you guys are running. There is a 10 feet distance between the rest of the group and Alduin, as Alduin takes out something else from his backpack.
Dragging
tell me
him,
what
by the way.
you tell me what you grab and throw just to distract them once more. That is costing you acrobatics, but it's helping the group.
It's another torch stick. Just one of the torches.
Okay.
The unlit one, but tossing it back.
Write it off.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at this point, there's a 10 feet distance between you and the group because you're dragging them down a little bit, but you are taking them off the trail. As a group, what would you like to do? So the one who is at front is Xanamin. Xanamin, do you have any idea that could help you in this chase? Anything? Any skill that you have? Any idea you come up with?
I am looking through my I'm trying to look through my character sheet, through my inventory, and I can see if I have anything that really makes a lot of noise. Doesn't really. Prestidigitation has too low of a range to do anything useful. No.
Mop.
No,
Hey, I'm giving it to
running.
Lux. Lux, you see Xanamin running. He pauses momentarily, cannot come up with an idea. Do you have an idea to help?
I slow down a bit so for Eldwin to catch up with me, and I'll give him guidance. Come on, keep up. We have to go.
Okay. Yes, so you're giving him guidance. It's at this point, I would like everyone to make yet another acrobatics check.
Still terrible.
You needed it.
They are gaining distance quickly. They're just a few, I would say they're about 50 to 60 feet behind you and behind Lux and Alduin right now, and they have caught your scent. The sticks were momentary distraction, but if you want to make it to the tavern, it's about 100 to 120 feet sprint. You cannot outrun these werewolves, and you need to come up with some solution. There are wheat fields on either side of you, just rows of wheat. You can move to different rows of wheat. You see the loose earth that you're running on, and it's just one long sprint towards the tavern, and then also you need to be able to open this door.
Okay, so quickly for me, because I've checked, how dry is everything?
It's quite dry. Yes, there's
Okay.
it has not been any rain.
Fuck it. Pull out the silver sword. Blood melon. No, not blood melon. Light it up fire. And slash behind me. To catch the wheat on fire.
Okay, make an attack and damage roll just to see how much wheat you can get in one slash.
It's pretty neat.
Natural 20.
So, with your natural 20, I would just assume that you're grabbing like both swords. One of them lights up with fire. You cross it in front of you with the other one lighting on fire as well, and then you run like an anime character, lighting both rows on either side of you on fire as you run forwards. The werewolves just stop to a screeching halt as the flames engulf the road behind you. You are all now able to run in one direct line to the tavern.
And do so.
Do so.
And you do so, and I'll show you the tavern.
Ooh, close one.
As soon as I get into the tavern, I would like to...
There you go.
Rage.
Oh, I can only use it in battle, I guess.
You hear Madeline open the door, and just in her thick German accent, she says, "Hurry!"
Get in.
Yeah. Get it?
Okay.
Start barricading.
Yeah, so each one of you gets in, closes the door, and it's at that point where you just hear like a good 10 to 20 seconds later, and just screeching nails against this thick wooden door. And that is where we'll end the session tonight.
Before we do, I forgot to roll the Hemocraft die. I need to take some damage. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
4 points of damage. That seems on point. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, you're still full health.
Oh man.
Yes.
God.
Ay. That was some perfect music. For
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ay.
This is intense, guys.
Cynthia,
Yeah,
you changed scenery, and my token is not linked to my character sheet.
I noticed. So I just like I'm doing this now. So there you go. Oh, it's only your token that doesn't seem to be linked to your character sheet.
Yeah,
Like Brion was linked. Okay. But yeah. So you guys are now inside, and in this very brief moment, you hear Madeline just like with like her she's out of breath, and she's saying, "I think I know where that fucking barmaid went to." And it's at that point where you also hear just from below your feet, just from the kitchen, trapdoor.
Oh yeah, we forgot to check that.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's good. We're surrounded by 5 werewolves now.
We'll be fine.
no, you're not surrounded by 5 werewolves. There are 2 werewolves that are clawing down the door, and there's 1 in the cellar. 1 is tied up in the fields, and 1's missing.
He's still tied up in the fields.
Yes.
Well, as far as we
Also,
know.
I would like Brion to just not make another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes. So, with all the adrenaline pumping and the running through the fields, you are still able to resist the changing of the moon.
Well, Cynthia, get back into frame.
Wow.
Like out of frame.
And that was exciting.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh,
it
man.
was.
Great. Well, we will be back. Well, not next week, because next week we have a little bit of break. Little interesting little project. Young Jensen's other people on. So next week no stream, but we will be back the week after that with some more DireRolls. So we will be continuing this madness. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you guys.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.